beautiful people. So, welcome back to Exotical Insights. So, today I got a topic that's a little bit triggering. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna get triggered, but let me just hear me out. Hear me out. Let me talk, and I'll let y'all talk in the comments. Okay. So, Black women, you may not want to hear this, but there's a lot of things I have to tell y'all. First and foremost, we would benefit greatly from not publicly expressing our dislike and distancing ourselves from our men. Yes, let me say it again. We would benefit from not publicly distancing ourselves from our men. Why? Why? Well, because when we do that, it make first and foremost, most races go with their own race, and there's absolutely positively nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's proximity thing, it's a cultural thing, it's a I can relate thing, it's just a human nature thing. So despite all the divestment topics that y'all are hearing, and despite, oh my god, my husband is Hispanic, oh my god, I found solace in a white man, the truth of the matter is that for majority of the Black community, you will be dating another Black person. So the bottom line is publicly expressing that you don't like your men and distancing yourself from your men. It makes you look weird in the same way that it looks weird for men. Like when I say it, how Black men look when they do it, y'all like, oh, I get it. But then for some reason, when Black women do it, y'all want to fight. Y'all want to fight. But listen, the bottom line is, in the same way that a Black man, like he could go and date a white woman, and then he'll start speaking disgusting negative things about Black women just simply because he wants to date a white woman, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying it's the negativity that he brings towards his own. It makes him look weird publicly. Like I said, even if you really feel like that, don't express it publicly. It makes us look more masculine, and we cannot afford to look more masculine. We know we can go back and forth all day long about why Black women are viewed as masculine, if it's even true or what the case is. But the bottom line is that is something that people attribute to Black women as a whole. And I think us publicly, once again, not going against our men, showing up like women and just standing beside our men. Listen. I'm in the community, baby. I know y'all blood is boiling, but like I said, just hear me out. It's for us. It's not for them. It's for us. Okay? Because the whole world, and especially other men, they see how they treat our women. They see how they treat us, and they see that, okay, that is not anything that we can respect, So it's like, let's not join in and do it, because again, we as a whole cannot afford to continue to look masculine as a group. Okay, we need to stop advocating. Nobody asked y'all to go advocate for Palestine or Israel or whichever side. I don't know. Nobody asked y'all to fight for Asians and affirmative action. Nobody asked y'all to fight. We are women. We need to stay in women's places, in a woman's place. So stop advocating. First and foremost, y'all are all out in other countries doing things, but y'all are not taking care of what's going on at home. Again, it makes us look masculine, and at the end of the day, when other races come to us, like I remember there was a video of an Indian guy, and he was saying that his mom had always told him from the time he was young that, oh, if you're lost, if you need something, go find a Black woman. Like, to me, I took that as, I know everybody was like, oh, see, because Black women are so loving, but no, I took it as, okay, yeah, we're the help. Like, oh, they need somebody to go do something, or you need somebody to go on the front lines. You find a Black woman. She'll sacrifice herself, and she'll be willing to fight for you like the army. Like, no, we are women. We're not fighters, So, no, we need to stop. Be still. Stop advocating, okay? And then another thing that Black women that y'all may not want to hear, but y'all give grace for everybody except Black men, and that's a problem. Now, first and foremost, I already know, I can already hear the pick me, the capitalization and the P that you pressing on your keyboard, what you about to type out, but no, baby, no, not over here. But what I'm saying is, ultimately, again, as I stated before, most races are going to go with their own in the majority. Of course, you're in the minority, you'll find, race mixing and stuff like that. But it's like, at the end of the day, Black men are all that we have in terms of like coverage and protection when it comes to like our male counterparts. Those are our male counterparts. Like it or not, that's who it is. And so I believe that grace should be given to Black men when it's deserved. Key word is when it's deserved. And when it's not, don't speak on it. Because remember, we need to stay in a woman's place. I'm not saying that we can't have these gripes, and I'm not saying that we don't have anything to say and that we can't speak amongst each other. But what I'm saying is outwardly, because it's ruining our image, is making us look like masculine, combative, fighting all the time, jumping in men's faces, you know, yelling at men. And it's like, we don't have to do that because, again, like I said, the whole world can already see, you know, when they start doing weird stuff like that, when they speak ill of the same women whose literally wombs that they came out of, like, everybody can tell that that's foolish. And we don't have to say it. We just need to be women, you know, work on our femininity, be graceful about it. That's what I mean. And then this is another one. Y'all probably gonna come in and pick me. But don't lie on black men and don't blame black men for stuff if they really didn't do it. There are plenty of things that they actually have done. There are plenty of things that they've actually said. Do not make stuff up because, again, it just makes you look bitter. It makes you look like a hater. It makes you look like you want to go back and forth with a man. It makes you look combative. And it's not necessary. Again, I'm saying all these things for us so that we can look better as a collective and just for you on a personal level so you can realize, like, a lot of this stuff is not your problem. Like, you don't need to be fighting. You're a woman, right? You're in your femininity. Like, what are you fighting? Who are you arguing? Like, what is this? So, yeah, but don't lie. If they didn't do it, don't lie. Don't blame them because, again, everybody can see the truth. Everybody sees it. You don't have to constantly be screaming it, okay? And I'm going to say this one. This is going to hurt your feelings, but I've kind of alluded to this on my channel, and I think at this point, y'all know this is my opinion. But black women as a collective, we would benefit from not being big and in bonnets all the time. I said what I said. Black women are leading the statistic and have always, at least to my knowledge, led the statistic of being the most obese, overweight, you know, group. And it's only getting worse. It's to the point where now, like, when you go out, like, it's rare to find a black woman who's not overweight. And I'm not saying overweight. I mean, this counts as overweight, like being 20, 30 pounds or so overweight, whatever. I'm not speaking on that. I mean, even though it is still overweight, but sometimes, maybe you're just eating a lot or whatever. Maybe you just weren't checking it. Excuse me. Maybe you just weren't checking it at that moment. But you know what I mean? Or you just kind of got a little carried away. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about at this point, majority of our women are like 80 to 100 plus pounds big, like big, like big body big. It's not even, like I said, a little bit big, or, I could work with it, or, you got 20 pounds to lose, you could lose that, or, it's to the point where I personally believe that if you let your weight get past a certain point, it's a mental issue. That's why if you ever watch like My 600-Pound Life or something, Dr. Now, in addition to recommending, of course, diet and exercise, he always recommends therapy, because I think if you let your body weight get beyond a certain point, that it does show mentally what's wrong. And it shows definitely that you don't care about yourself. And the overwhelming majority of men have already stated that they want, like, what it was like, excuse me, men have stated that they want like fit, feminine, and friendly type of things. And the thing is, too, going back to a point that I said previously, y'all don't have a lot of grace for black men, but honestly, black men are and Latino men as well, they have the most grace for like women who are a little bit heavier, because typically if you go up in those other communities, you can't show up in there being big like that. Like, what? Asian community, please. No. So they actually give more grace. And again, that still doesn't mean that they want something that is like extremely just overweight and just not, attractive at all, doesn't even have the silhouette of a woman, but they're more forgiving on that, believe it or not. So yeah, so this is what I will say. Y'all don't want to hear this, black women. I know y'all mad. I know y'all been in the divestment spaces, and I know y'all have heard, oh my God, my life is gonna change if I get somebody that's not black. But listen, let's be for real. As a whole, our image, like I said, would benefit from us not being combative, not publicly. Keyword is publicly, okay? I understand, like, once again, but publicly distancing ourselves from our men, just to get claps from other women, or for whatever the reason that y'all are doing it, or just to be combative, just to be mean, like, because trust me, the world sees the men, whether they're black men, white men, Asian men, Hispanic men, etc. The world sees how crappy the men are. Okay, so we don't have to scream it out loud, and we don't have to fight all the time. What we can do is just sit in our femininity and just understand, like, okay, look, he's not the one. Leave it alone. Don't argue with him. Be beautiful. Be blessed. Because really, as a whole, black women, our image, like, we really could benefit from these things. So yeah, y'all don't like this. Y'all triggered? You triggered yet? You triggered. You are. But yeah, anyways, this is the truth. This is the truth how I see it. So anyways, comment down below. Tell me the truth how you see it. Respectfully, of course, we can agree to disagree. But I definitely like to hear you guys speak, because regardless of anything, I'm only one person, and I see things through my perspective. So I'm more than open to hear, other sides. But yes, so thank you for sitting here, listening to me talk to you, trigger you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for stopping by Exotica Insights. We love you here, and we love you here. It's a great place. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will most definitely talk to you beautiful people later. Bye.